Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode in our cozy forever world. If this is your first time joining me, I'd like to give you a very warm welcome. My name is Egush, and I create content that helps people sleep and study. So if that's what you're here for, then you've come to the right place. In today's episode, it seems like we're starting off with a very rainy night, and I'd like you to get nice and comfortable and ready to relax. If you've come here to study, then I'd like you to get into that mindset and get ready to be nice and productive. But for those of you who are here to sleep and unwind after a long, stressful day, I hope that this video brings you the comfort and peace that you're looking for. We're going to start by saying hello to our cozy companions. Hello, Olina. She's always nodding at us when we speak, like she understands exactly what we're saying. And we've got some turtles coming in. That's actually Chuck over there. Chuck's always got the red eyes and the green pattern on his shell. We're gonna get Olina up on her feet, and so she can wander around a little bit. And we're gonna say hi to our cozy friends over here. Hello, Dreamy. Oh, Dreamy's the first to spot me. Dreamy's just telling the others now. Look, everyone, Egush is here. How are you, Dreamy? You okay today? Very rainy weather, so I hope you're nice and cozy. Oopsie, Junior. That was a little bit rude. And now she's just gone into the corner and she's not even accepting responsibility. Are you going to apologize? You're not going to apologize. Okay, I see how it is. Hello, Wilbur. And Daisy. Hello, Daisy. Yeah, hi. You okay? They're so cute. I love all of our animals. And Wilbur. Hey, Wilbur, how are you today? No one's giving you any trouble, are they, Wilbur? Oopsie Junior's being very rude today. Trying to hog all the attention. Now, I could spend the entire episode here with our animals. I do think we need to go and commemorate a new dreamer now, so let's start heading in that direction and enjoy this rainy weather that we have together. I'm very excited for today's episode because actually no, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Alina, I'm going to get you to sit, and you know why, because you always bang your head against the lanterns in here. And we're going to commemorate a new dreamer now, so we're going to give this person a oak sign in the color cyan. Honeycomb. What are we missing here? Oh, the glowing sac, that's right. There we go. And we're going to put this lovely person right here under Sasa Pal. And this dreamer's name is Jinx Diva, or Jinx DVA. And Jinx DVA has left a lot of lovely comments under our episodes. In fact, she's always one of the first people to comment when a new episode releases. And I just wanted to express my appreciation for them being a part of our lovely community. There are so many comments that I can highlight for you here, Jinx Diva. I'm going to highlight the one from the last episode. And it reads, Hi Egush, I hope the world has been kind to you lately. Thank you for posting again and helping people who can't sleep, like myself. I hope you have an amazing night. Thank you so much for your lovely comment, Jinx Diva, and I really appreciate you always caring for me. It just speaks volumes to the type of person that you are. And I really appreciate you being here. So welcome to the lagoon. We're going to give you a nice color now. And I thought cyan might be nice because your profile has a bit of blue around it. So there you go. And let's give you a bit of honeycomb so that you're pretty much here forever. So welcome to the lagoon, my friend. We're going to get Olina up again now. Hopefully she doesn't bang into anything while we walk back upstairs. Come on, Olina. There we go. And now we're going to go say hi to the girls. Lily and Zara. They seem to always be looking in that direction, have you noticed? Wonder what it is. Maybe they have some connection to those trees over there. Alrighty, let's say hello and feed the cats. Hello, Lily. And Zara. Hi, Zara. How are you? A little bit slow today by the seams, and it is a very lazy day by the looks of it, so you can't blame the girls for that, of course. Now that I've got the fish out, they're very attentive. There you go, Lily. Enjoy your salmon. Nom nom nom. And of course, Zara, one for you. Here you go. Alina's head is always sticking through here when I'm feeding the girls. Alina, you ready to go back to the farm? Oh, I should probably get some food for myself. I'm very hungry. Okay, let me... Do we have any food? Got some steaks, but they're usually, we keep those for Alina. We're gonna grab a baked cod stew, and I think we'll keep that with us just for later. Maybe have a few baked potatoes with some bread. And do we have any cheese? Can we make cheese? We can make cheese. No, not really. That's okay. We can make cheeseburgers and some potatoes. Oh, we already got baked potatoes. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and eat some bread with some baked potatoes. Nom 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 nom. And a baked potato. And another bread. And we've got one more baked potato to eat. So we're nice and full. There we are. We're gonna put this lantern in our left hand so that it's kind of giving us a nice cozy light. And I also feel like I'm getting a little bit chilly from all the rain, so hopefully this lantern can give us some warmth. Alina's always shaking the water off of herself. Now, I didn't want to get ahead of myself before, but now that we've said hello to our friends and commemorated a new dreamer, Alina's always jumping in this little puddle here. Come on, Alina, you can do it. We can talk about the plan for the episode. So in our last episode, we started building our cozy new project, which is the aquarium underwater there. And of course, we're going to continue that today. So we do have to, I think, start with the flooring. And I had some ideas throughout the week, but I was specifically thinking while I was doing my weekly chores and, you know, when I was at work and stuff, what could we do for the flooring of the aquarium here? And I actually think that a brick pattern might look really nice. So we're going to do that today, and let's just see how it looks, because, I mean, I do tend to change my mind quite often. So we'll see how it all looks. Do have plenty of stone with us. We're going to need quite a bit of stone if we're doing the brick patterns, but we can get started and see how we go. One other thing I wanted to do is add a little bit of light, so we're going to add some lanterns around, just so we have some light around this area. There we are, that's a bit better. We are completely submerged underwater, technically, at the moment, which is a bit exciting. Also a little bit scary, but I think we're okay. This dirt is made very sternly. Very sturdy, sorry, not sternly. What am I saying? I hope you've had a lovely day today, and if you haven't, then please understand that tomorrow's a brand new day, and I'm very proud of you for getting through the day today. I know how difficult it can be sometimes. But I see you, and I appreciate you. Now, I want to make sure we've got the mossy stone, there it is, mossy stone bricks as well. We're going to put this cod stew in our backpack. And let's get started on some patterns. I actually wouldn't mind looking at some other stuff. We've also got stone tiles. Okay, I kind of have an idea of what we're going to do now. So here is my plan. We're going to make a stack of tiles. Now the tiles, always have our tools here as well. The tiles are going to kind of start from the bottom of the staircase here. Alina, you okay? I'm kind of worried about her being down here. Let's take her upstairs into the into our house and leave her up there on the floor, nice and cozy. Should probably make Alina her own little bed in here somewhere, but we haven't decorated this place yet. There we are. Can you just sit there, Alina? Is that okay? How about we put you next to the campfire fireplace? Come on, Alina. You're almost there. I want you to be nice and safe, okay? Because we're going to be under the water down there, and I just don't want to risk anything happening. So as I was saying, I kind of want to make a, from the bottom of the stairs here, we'll be doing tile pattern going all the way across. Oops. And this part here will be where the axolotls live. So I think we're going to surround this around here. We're going to need our shovel. I just realized we have a lot of digging to do today. And in between here, so in between the tiles, we're going to be adding just different kind of cozy patterns with the stone bricks and the moss bricks here. And just kind of seeing how it all looks. Honestly, we probably could have done slabs for this. In fact, can we still do? I just think it kind of helps us. Excellent. See how now it becomes double? So we have so much more to actually work with. Same with these. What else can we do here? We can do chiseled stone patterns and stuff like that. Stone tiles. What do these tiles look like? Let's just have a look. Yeah, they look quite nice too. So we're just going to mix and match here pretty much as we go along. Wonder if we can turn these into slabs. We can. Cool. All right. Yeah, so our floor is going to be made out of stone. And I'm thinking for the stairs and stuff like that, we'll probably be doing maybe granite. I'll have to have a look what it looks like with the granite stairs. No, I don't really like the granite stairs too much. Maybe we could do sandstone instead. What do you think? We don't really have a lot of sandstone either. That's the other problem here. Okay, we could do deep slate for sure. I think that would look really nice. As for the bottom of the aquarium, we're going to have a lot of glass and light coming from the outside. So we want the floor to be kind of grounded when we come in. This is like the interior designer speaking. The interior designer inside me. Like if you have too much brightness coming from outside, because don't forget this is going to be all glass around here. And the floor's bright too. It's just kind of, it becomes like a sensory overload. And I don't really want that for anybody that comes in here. So we're going to keep with that theme. Mossy deep slate. Cool, okay, let's make a few of those just to see how they look. Deep slate shingle. Mossy deep slate. So these will go like this. And we'll have one here as well. Actually, no, we'll have it going all the way across. Like so. Yeah, I really like this. Cool. And here as well, just one on the corner. Maybe kind of just... Yeah, wonderful. There we are. And once again here on the floor, we're going to just do the tiles. So, dirt down there for a second. Tiles going across. I think 3 sets of tiles just looks a bit too hard on the eyes. We'll probably just do one over here. We can always change the floor in the future if we need to. I'm not too fussed. We're doing kind of a combination of the stone tiles and stone bricks. I think it looks quite nice, actually. This is really starting to come along now. Let's just put, oops. I'm going to put a lantern down there. There we go. We wanted to have that element of kind of looking natural. That's why we're doing the mossy cobble as well. Mossy stone, I should say. We're just gonna get rid of all of this dirt, and we're just gonna get it kind of ready to be the floor. We'll stop it kind of as we get to the end here, where it separates from a new level. So around here. Didn't realize there was a big cave down here. Interesting. I knew it was there from the last episode, but I didn't realize it was so close on the bottom here. Gotta be a little bit careful. Don't want to accidentally fall and break our legs or something. Cool. This side here as well. You know what might be nice as well, I just realized while we're doing this and getting the floor ready. We did get a lot of amethysts and stuff like that. It might be nice to see if we can do some kind of design with those calcite and stuff. Maybe do some cool designs with these blocks that we've got. Diorite bricks, brick slabs. Diorite brick slab. What's the difference between these two? I think they're just a little bit different. These look a bit more, like a bit more dirty, just from the. Mossy diorite brick. On second thought, I mean, as much as I like the brick, maybe we'll try diorite or something like that. So a lot of this episode is going to be me figuring out new patterns. Don't forget that I am still new to Minecraft, okay? I haven't done a lot of building, so you'll have to bear with me. How about we try these? And we'll also try the normal slabs. So these ones are the clean ones, are they? No, these are the dirty ones. I want to do the dirtier ones. Let's just see what it looks like over here. Mossy diorite. It's actually not even that dark compared to the brick, if I'm being honest. I was like swimming doing laps literally this morning, and I was so excited because I was like, I can't wait to jump on the Forever World and figure out these designs. One thing I didn't account for was how indecisive I can be. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better. I do want it a bit brighter, not too bright, because like I said before, we don't want it to kind of outshine happening around it, but I do think that having a little bit of brightness on the floor will add a nice texture to the aquarium, because the aquarium has to be an aquarium, you know, it looks kind of, should look kind of nice. Some mossy diorite there. I wonder what other patterns we can do with the diorite, if we can kind of do... Those are the dirty ones. Or are the cleaner ones here, so why don't we grab like half a stack of the cleaner ones too? And maybe cobbled. Cobbled might look nice for the floor. Maybe just the normal tiles. What I mean for the floor, sorry, what I meant was I need to make it so that, like I said, there's like a path from the stairs. So in the center here, I want to make a different block to the rest of it, because that's going to be like a natural kind of path that you can follow as you come down, go to the different sections. And I'm probably going to have like just small fences or just like a brick wall separating the different areas. But you can see it's already starting to come together down here, and I really like it. One of the best things about doing a project like this is that you get to kind of see it throughout the build. These deep slate stairs don't really work anymore, do they? Because they're a bit too dark now. I really think that sandstone stairs would actually look kind of nice with the diorite. Let's just try it first. The color's kind of hard to match. I do like it. Do like it. Yeah, I do like that. This pillar would have to come, I think, one down this way. We're gonna get rid of this. And it would have to be from here instead. Don't worry, all of this dirt is just a placeholder at the moment. We will change that eventually. Actually, I kind of liked where it was, if I'm being honest. Let's put it back there. Because it kind of separates the stairs a bit more this way. We want that separation. Yeah, that's a bit better, I think. In fact, I think 4 is a bit too much. Maybe make this into that. Get rid of this here. And this is where we can maybe put like an amethyst or something on this corner. Something to do, something that just looks a bit nice. Like a glow shroom block. Yeah. Just getting a little bit creative here and trying to figure out. That looks really cool. With a lantern on top. How nice does glow shroom look, hey? Let's continue with the flooring. We'll worry about the tiles a little bit later. Slab. Thought I made some tiles. Yeah, see, these are two different. So let's have a look at how they look. So that's the. They actually look exactly the same to me. I thought they would be different, but they look exactly the same to me now. So how come we can't merge these then? Because there has to be a difference, right? Because we can't merge them. Look, if we have two there, look, we can't merge them. It's not letting me. So something's going on here. Something is happening. Alrighty. Mossy diorite around here. Slabs. We do need to, of course, do the blocks underneath the chests as well. What about that, actually? We somehow... Yeah, I think I made a mistake here. 1 second. Grab this. There we go. And I kind of wouldn't mind having it mossy underneath the stairs, the chest, sorry. Kind of like that. Oh, not too much, not too much. So I was kind of just realized that this is my first time doing something newer in Minecraft. Everything that I've done so far has been pretty tame. Like all the buildings have been on the overworld. We built them on land, you know, nothing really on the water. We built the bridge, connecting one part of the island to the other. So you know that bridge that we've got over there? So I'm a very visual person. So that bridge there connected the farm area to the garden area. And then we built that one as well recently when we did the sunset overlook. But everything else is kind of on land as well, you know, like this building, the brick house, and the tower there. This is something very new to me. And I always feel like when I try building something new, or try something new in general, whether it's in Minecraft or somewhere else, I feel like I learn a lot about myself, and I learn a lot about what I'm doing as well. This feels kind of very new to me, but at the same time, I'm kind of starting to realize, like, even just going into the mines, looking for different materials 2 episodes ago, or in episode 39, when I was literally just mining and looking for things that might look good in an aquarium, kind of made me realize how many different things there actually are in the mines that I don't pay attention to. Because if you think about it, normally when we go mining, we're looking for iron and coal and gold and diamonds. This time though, when we went mining before, We were looking for amethysts and calcium and diorite. Sorry, calcite, not calcium. And it's kind of interesting how it kind of opens up a different perspective for different things. And so now next time I go mining, if I'm doing it for a project, I can think to myself, what am I going to need for this project? And I can mine accordingly, you know? And that kind of makes me feel happy, oddly. Let's see what it looks like if we have a little square of darker slab here. And then just surround it with some normal brick slabs. I like it. Sometimes you just have to try something and see if you like it. I don't mind that. I think that looks quite nice. 1, 2, 3 out. So again, 1, 2, 3. Sometimes you do have to be a bit symmetrical. So we're going to do the same thing here. Gosh, I need to sneeze. Oh no. I have to be a bit careful when I sneeze because I don't want to wake anybody up. So there we go. Maybe one there as well for this one. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that correct? No, this is a bit off. Right, because this is technically 4 wide, and this is 4 wide too. It should be the same. 1, 2, 3. So from the last block on this side. Ah, okay, so this should be a bit further this way. Right, this is where the symmetry kind of does count. You might be thinking, why does that matter so much, Egush? I'm about to show you. So when you do patterns like this, I feel like, let's make sure this is correct now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So they're 6 away from each other, right? 3, 6. Yep. Wait, is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Now what that means is, if I wanted to do another pattern, all I have to do is go 1, 2, 3 and do it here. Same with this one, I would just have to go 1, 2, 3 and do it here. And they would still match in terms of symmetry. And it would look a bit more natural that way. So the little tip there for building, we can probably get rid of this pillar. Don't think we need it. And I'll show you now. 1, 2, so this would be 3, so we're going to make it here. Grab some dirt. And in fact, with this one, why don't we do a different pattern? So like this, maybe just 3 like that. Cool. And all of these little tips and tricks that I found while building, this looks a little bit weird. Get rid of these. I've literally just kind of found them while building in our world. So, I mean, I haven't built much in Minecraft aside from building with you when you're here with me. So these tips and tricks are coming straight from our time together, and I think that's kind of really special. It means a lot to me that I can learn these things and teach them at the same time. I do love teaching things. Oops, I don't think I want mossy cobble there, but I wouldn't mind it on this side here. Maybe like going this way. This is all starting to come together now, and so this looks even now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we've done something wrong here. Hang on a second. This is uneven, which means it'll look weird from up here, right? Yes, it does. We need to make sure this is equidistant. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we'd have to start here and match with that. So it would have to be like this. Okay, so now it should be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's better. And maybe for this one, let's do... we just keep it like it is? No, I don't really like that. Let's do One there, one there, and one there. Just play around with it and see what kind of matches. From the middle block here, we'll do a pillar going up. And we've got to figure out what we're going to make the pillars out of. That's a whole other story, because the pillars have to kind of be consistent with each other. Wonderful. Starting to come together now. I really like the flooring that we've chosen. It did take a lot of debate. Debate on my end. I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, so when I try something new, whether it's on Minecraft or, just in general, I feel like you learn a little bit more about yourself. I think it's really important to try new things. And you hear that often. People will say, like, don't be afraid to take on new projects and do new things. And you don't really pay much heed to it. But it makes sense when you think about it in this way. That's just natural dye right there. Oops. But I actually, since starting new things in my life, I understand the value in that now. It's hard to understand something when you're a bit younger because you're a little bit more like, yeah, whatever. But now, as I'm getting a little bit older, it does start to really make sense. Oh, there's a bit too much mossy purple there now. Let's get rid of that one. You do. There. Cool. Okay. We are running out of those diorite slabs, so what we'll do is just put everything in here for a second. All of these tools that I had, I don't want to keep them on me per se. How about we go upstairs and we'll leave them in the house, because I think that way we're not too fussed about them being mixed and jumbled with everything else. There we go, and the fishing rod. Daniel, and I think we caught that other fishing rod before. How are you doing, Olina? You okay? How about I give you a steak? A nice juicy steak, hey? There you go. Yeah. If you see Chuck, can you please tell him to come see me? Thank you. I would love for Chuck to see this as we're building it. Okay, so, what's next here? Probably just a bit more diorite. We do have heaps of diorite, so I'm not too fussed. These tiles. Slabs. Okay, so let's see if we can do something with these, because like I said before, I wanted to make a trail with a different block, and this might be it. Something like that. Does look a bit weird when it doesn't kind of match with that, does it? That's the only problem with this trail. I might have to do it too wide. If we do it too wide, we run the risk of looking a bit unnatural with the staircase though. We would have to get rid of this. Too wide is fine. No, I don't know why, but it's just not sitting right with me, these tiles. Let's scrap them. Let's scrap that idea. Put it on the back burner, and let's just go back to having slabs here. Same with this side here. There we go. Calcite. We have a lot of calcite, don't we? what does polished diorite look like? Not too bad. It looks a bit blocky though. I don't really like that. I like the slabs because of these little lines they have going in between them. Like a big part of life is just constantly learning from from trial and error and mistakes. Have you noticed that? Like every time I try something new, it teaches me a new lesson. And it's just like a cycle constantly where you're trying new things and either you're failing, um, but you're learning in the process, or it works and you're like, wow, that actually came out better than expected. Very rare for me to be like, that is better than expected. But it does happen. Not do anything with gravel there. Makes sense. Now sand. How does this work? Damn. Okay, I think we'll need to turn that into sandstone. Because we do need a bit more sandstone still to make stairs and stuff like that. Okay. Oh, these mossy cobbled sandstone stairs look a bit odd. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, sandstone tile stairs. These are just normal, right? Kind of like the normal ones too, but I mean, we can mix it up. Let's try the tiled ones too. What do these look like? Oh, they look very nice, and they kind of match the tiles on the bottom as well. But I'm very happy with these stairs. Looks almost like Egyptian, you know, like in Egypt when I used to watch those documentaries in high school. They had all those hieroglyphs and they had all these really cool lines and stuff going through it all. This reminds me of. Whereas these ones, I mean, as nice as they are, they're just very polished. They look very, yeah, they just look very polished. It's cool how my mind kind of wanders and sees these different patterns, and I'm sure other people do, but I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that I've had those experiences in the past and that I can still think about them. These amethyst blocks, can we do stuff with? Oh, we can, okay. Really cool. Really cool. I should have gotten a bit more of that, I think, but that's okay. Okay. What about these glowing moss blocks? No. What can we do with those glowing moss? Nothing really. I mean, we can turn it into carpet, which might look nice. Otherwise, we'll have to just use them as they are. It might be good as a separator, like this. So between the different levels. Whoops. Okay, thank goodness there's water there. Okay, so they might be nice to separate. Nah, they don't really, doesn't really suit, does it? Gosh, you went far down, didn't you? Okay, grab you. Where's the other one? I think we got it all. Put that back for now. I'm sure we'll find a use for that. Just not right now. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do at the end here. Because I don't want to make it kind of... Here we've got stairs. And we will have stairs going up. But I'm just thinking. And tile stairs. I mean, I guess we could just do the staircase there. Oops. Let's grab that glow shroom. Grab another one of these. And put it kind of like... I know it's a bit uneven here, and that's fine. Just put it there. And then I guess we could just do the stairs. Like so. Maybe another glow shroom on the end there. Yeah, I quite like that. Yeah, and then we'll do, I don't know, maybe a pillar going up or something off the glow shroom. I love the natural light that it gives, the blue, like aura. I really like it actually. I don't really want the stair there. How about we get rid of this one and we do something else? Because that'll be a pillar anyway, right? So Maybe like a sandstone pillar might look nice there. Or a calcite pillar. Something like with calcite. Let's just see how it looks. Like column. There is literally calcite pillar as a pillar. Interesting. This looks very Greek, like Roman as well. Greek and Roman, they've got those big pillars from back in the day. Might actually suit what we're trying to do here. But I don't want to make this place, I still want to keep that cozy vibe to this place. I don't want to make it too, like, I understand it's an aquarium and it needs to look really nice, but at the same time, I think it's important to keep it as cozy as possible. Maybe just some bricks. And we can always find more calcite if we need to, so I'm free and happy to experiment as well. Cobbled calcite. I don't know if that'll look good for a pillar. I think it has to be some kind of bricky calcite, like not the plates though, they're too bricky. Let's just do the normal bricks. Just see how that looks. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. It might have to be a darker color. Just trying to think in my mind. We might have to make it sandstone. It might just look better. We can definitely keep these tiles here, calcite bricks. But I think that we have to make that out of sandstone. Sandstone is very hard to make. I just realized, like, you need a whole stack of sand and it only gives you 16 sandstone. If there's a better way for me to get sandstone, please let me know. Please let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. I am starting to really like sandstone and building with it, so it would be very handy to know that. How to make that how to make more sandstone, or just make it more efficiently. I don't think tiles would work here. I think we have to do the bricks again. And that's completely fine. That being said, let's grab some bricks. Get rid of that one there. And stone bricks. Where are we? There we go. I should put my lantern away now because it's giving off too much light and I can't see how it looks naturally. I really like that. I think that's kind of perfect. We'll do the same thing here. Oops. There we go. Yeah, I think that's absolutely perfect. Exactly what I was looking for. Even over here, I think we want to do sandstone bricks here as well. Actually, no, we can do tiles. We can do it tiled. But we don't want to make the tiles go too far up. So as we're going up here, around here, it'll turn into sandstone, I think. So all the way down here, we can keep it as tiles. That's fine. I think it looks nice as tile. But eventually, we'll need to change it to figure out the difference between these two, if I'm being honest. Here we can do sandstone brick, I guess. We'll figure something out there. Need to have more stairs here, don't we? How are we going to do the stairs here? I think we'll have to do something like... A little bit troubling, isn't it? Okay, how we might need to do this is make the bricks one level higher. Sorry, the slabs. So make them start here. And then go up again. Like so. And then here we can do some more stairs. Like so. And over here we'll probably just do a sandstone pillar going all the way up. Yep, that's fine. Cool. I like the way that looks. Here once again we'll have to do. Trying to figure this out now because we'll need to do another stair here. And honestly, I think we're just going a little bit. This is just going to be kind of end up being just one taller or something like that. But we're kind of improvising now, and I love improvising, so I'm pretty happy. Yeah, cool. Once again, over here, we're going to make it one level up. And one level, whoops, that's a bit too far. One level up from here as well. This is how my mind works. I was meant to be doing the flooring down there, but now I'm kind of doing the flooring up here. How my mind goes. We need to make another pillar here, so we'll need more sandstone. Running out of sand. We need to find a sand biome and just go and get like a ton of sand. Oops. There we go. Okay. So just some more sandstone bricks for us. Where are they? Sandstone bricks. And just another pillar here. That's where it meets the water, by the looks of it. This is probably going to have a lot of glass infused with it as we're coming down here. It's starting to look very lovely though. Can just be another brick slab. Like so. And then... just trying to think here because this is becoming a little bit... I think it's fine. We'll figure it out. Let's leave that there for now and let's come back to it a little later. Let's actually work over here. So let's put a lantern down just over there. Just for a bit more light. Let's work on this corner part here. If I'm honest, it's probably just going to be a lot of these slabs. Where are my mossy ones? Where was I before? Yes, I was talking about making mistakes, I think. When you make mistakes, you kind of realize that you learn a lot about yourself. And as I was saying just before, I think a lot of life is just trial and error. You know, you're just constantly making mistakes, and literally from the day that you're born, the day you become a little baby, you're making mistakes all the time and learning from them. And some mistakes are bigger than others. 2, 3. Some mistakes are bigger than others, you know, like when you fall off the monkey bars and break your arms. Yes, that's happened. To me. And some mistakes aren't that big, you know. It could be something really minor, but you still learn a lot from it. Sometimes the smallest mistakes teach you the most. I find that really, really interesting. I don't think I learned much from falling off the monkey bars. Like that's just it's just kind of an experience. I mean, I knew what pain was before then, you know, because I figured out pain when I was very young, when I was a baby. So I didn't really learn much from falling off the monkey bars, but having that experience really humbled me. I think I'd be worried if it didn't humble me. So we're gonna go, what is that? 1, 2, so 3 off from this one, which means we can't, never mind, because that one doesn't go much further. Okay, the axolotl pond will be kind of here. So we're gonna make it kind of come out this way. Probably start, we might need to make this wall a bit deeper because we want the axolotl pond to be nice and big in this corner here. So we'll probably have to extend this a bit more actually, which we can, that's okay. Let's continue working on this area here for now. How much dirt down here? There. All in the puddle. After we get rid of it all, it just sinks to the bottom. Okay, so that's this level here. And there's a little catfish down here. Excuse me, Mr. Catfish. Just realized that we run out of diorite slabs. Luckily, we've got plenty of diorite to work with. I'm so sorry if it's diorite and I keep saying diorite. It's just how it comes out for me. We're going to make half of them from these slabs and half of them from these slabs. I still can't figure out what the difference is, but I'm sure that there is one. Even this level out here. Wonderful. And then here we're going to have some more stairs. Actually, it might only need to be... We might not even need stairs, yeah, I just realized. We might need to do sandstone slabs instead. So grab these bricks here and turn them into slabs. I'll show you why. Because what we might have to do here is get rid of these, maybe even this one. And we want the sandstone to be kind of like a bridge between levels. Well, there, sorry. And then there we go. Yep. And the sandstone kind of separates the levels. We always want the levels to be separated kind of equally. So this sandstone here separates that level from the next one. And then I guess we could go down one more here. I don't think I was planning on doing that, but it just makes sense now to do that. We're going down one more now. Cool, the rest should be easy. Just go until it kind of gets to the next level again. There is a lot of dirt down there, but I don't think we're going to be able to really collect it because there's no other way up from here. So just do this all the way across until we get to this level here. And once again over here, we're going to do sandstone. From here, you know what, now we could probably collect all the dirt. I just don't like wasting resources at all. I'm sure you realize that as well now. Get rid of this dirt here. And then from here, once again, it'll be sandstone on the bottom. There we go. And then once again, the final level down here. Grab all the stray bricks. And we're going to slab this part now as well. Brick slab there. Mossy brick slab there. Sorry, oops. Slight mistake. There we go. And there we go. That's kind of levels here. There's not enough mossy cobble. Let's quickly just make a bit more of the mossy. We lost a brick down there. I'm going for it. If we can somehow get up here. Nice. Oh, there we go. Wonderful. And just a bit of light would be nice around here as well. Cool. Now this, if we break this, it becomes water. Yeah, just wanted to make sure. I kind of knew in the back of my mind, but that's where it gets a little bit scary. So we need to be careful when we're placing blocks and stuff here. Even this one, right? Yeah. Okay. This looks wonderful though with all the lights and stuff. It's all coming together now. Next step would be to get a lot more sand because we're gonna need a lot more sandstone. And I actually kind of went to get the sand because I wanted it as glass. And I've just realized now while building this that I think we actually needed that sand for the sandstone more than the glass itself. So we might need to put a hold on this for a second and go and get more sand. We've got a little bit here, which is nice. So this is going to have to be one level up, which I think might actually look really nice. This starts a bit further up now, but if we do all slabs, it's going to look quite lovely. Bust. So we can grab all this sand here. Probably fine. Oops. Like that one. What about there? Good. Yeah, that's all watered. What about these ones? Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. In that case, yes, we'll need to do a layer of stairs here. We do still have some. And there'll need to be another pillar there. And then here we'll need to do diorite, slabs. We need to be a little bit careful because this is where it gets a little bit tricky. This needs to be stairs again. Oops. And we are running out of those sandstone brick stairs now. So here kind of, you see how it's kind of getting a little bit tricky because we want to keep making it the way it is because I love, if we had just made this one big staircase instead of doing slabs, it would feel a lot less natural walking down here. Because we've got it as slabs, I think it just makes it look a lot better. I think from this level onwards, it needs to only be sand. We can't have any more diorite. And we need to be careful because this is going to end up going almost like before when I was planning to build this in the middle of the living room. There's nothing wrong with that, but it is going to go. It's already a little bit too far down. I might have to separate this into two and do a staircase, an actual staircase there, and one staircase there. In the middle, we'll just, I don't know, make like a glass room or something. So this might actually have to be a staircase going up like this. And on this side as well, we might have to do a staircase going up. Yeah. And I know there's a bit of water there, that's okay. We'll figure it out. Oh, get up there. That's it. Break it for now. Yeah, so I might have to figure that out. It's okay. I'm not too fussed. This is starting to look a little bit like the staircase over there, where it's got that corner and the corner's got the wood. I think it would be wise for us to spend a little bit of time. I just realized it's not even raining. It's kind of unique and rare. We have a lot of rain in our forever world. We are very blessed to have a beautiful aurora night tonight. So what we'll do is we'll go back downstairs and we're going to put back all of the materials we have that we've been building with. Set there. So we're just going to put back all of this stuff here, just for now. And what we'll do is we're going to go and get stacks and stacks of sand because we're going to need it. So that's our plan at the moment. We need to find a desert. I think that should be our priority at the moment. Let's just grab our other tools. Where do we put them? So, sword, manual. We don't really need this other fishing rod with us, but that's okay. It'd be really cool have no doubt in the future we're going to extend this aquarium, literally connected to our lagoon, where we commemorate dreamers. So under the lagoon there, we can probably extend it and literally connect it with that, connect it with the farm. If we build something in the future over here, we can connect it. So this aquarium is going to be like a very cozy underwater network next to all these different things. And it's going to be really cool when we look down in the future, and you can already see there, and you can see all the lights and stuff from the aquarium. It's going to be awesome. Now, I did promise that we're going to find an axolotl to tame, and we definitely will. But like I said in the last episode, I just want to make sure that before we tame the axolotl, their home in their little pond area is kind of ready. So that's going to be our priority at the moment. I think it's time for us to go and find a desert biome. I actually don't think we've found one yet. Let's have a look at the map real quick, see if there's any deserts around. A lot of sand islands, but no deserts really. I like the way it loads in. I think we've been quite unfortunate with the... What is that? What on earth is that? That looks kind of scary. Yeah, I think we've been rather unfortunate with the desert biomes. We haven't actually found any. Definitely been a bit unfortunate. We can go, I think we grab a boat and we just head in this direction down here. I think there's bound to be a desert somewhere here. My instinct and my gut feeling is just telling me that there'll be one there. Now, is there anything we need to bring? We've got food. Got the fishing rod. We don't need to bring too many of these tools. Even the sword, I don't really like having it because obviously we are in a peaceful forever world, so we don't really need to use the sword much. The only time I really used it was when we needed some leather for enchanting. So we can probably just leave the sword. We should have left it at our main house, but we'll leave it over here. We have a very valuable chest over here. What about these alorite blocks? We've even got some amethysts in here as well, actually. Those amethyst shards, are we able to do anything with them? They turn into normal blocks of amethyst. Can we reverse engineer them? Because I don't think we can, but let's try. We can. Okay, really cool. Just it's good to know. Good to know. Definitely. Just sort that. Let's take these alorite blocks back. We've even got some pink salt. Salts. And we can actually turn that into blocks too. That might look nice in the aquarium. I forgot about these really cool blocks we have down here. 37 rose pink. They would look very nice at the in the pond for the axolotls, I think. Grab the amethysts, some shards. Cool. We're gonna leave the diamond sword in here. We're gonna leave the hoe. Do I need the hoe? I don't think we do. I think the hoe is only really useful when we're doing farming. We don't really do any farming at the moment, so probably leave that in here as well. And then this fishing rod we'll put in the fishing chest. This is all the bows and stuff that we found. Just want to take all of these to the lapis as well. I just remembered. Lapis does look a bit different though. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So let's take all of these blocks back, and then all we'll really need is a boat. And Bob's your uncle. Once we get the boat, we're just gonna sail away to the foreign lands. Hopefully, we can find a desert. Forgot that I put some lanterns up there in those cliffside areas. They look really cool from over here, don't they? Yeah, so we'll find a boat now, and hopefully we can find a desert. All of these boats are taken by the turtles. We'll need to maybe even make a new boat. I fear. How about the boat at the wharf? Not even there anymore. See, from the surface it doesn't look very. There's nothing here. And when you start going down, it's like a whole new thing. Really cool. Alrighty, so let's store all of these unique blocks in there as well. Cool. Did we bring any wood with us? We did. Let's quickly just make a few more chests. The reason why is I want to put the valuable, more unique materials in here because it's kind of all blended together at the moment. And there we go. And all the crafted stuff as well can go in there. Hello. We could probably put some wood in there as well. There we go. Now this is kind of just all unique materials. We'll need the rest of the wood that we had to make a boat because I think all the boats are taken by the turtles. We have a problem. We've made like 7 boats or something in the past, and I think every single one of them been overrun by turtles. Some of them have even gone missing. I don't know. Maybe the turtles are taking them for an expedition. There is one here, but I almost guarantee you there's turtles in there. Yeah. It's actually Chuck. Chuck sleeping. Did you just put his head up? He did. He's like, don't disturb me. Alrighty, away we go. Let's, wow, what a beautiful morning we have actually. A lot of sun. Wonderful day. As much as I love the rain, it's nice to have a break from it every now and then and just enjoy some sunlight on your skin. I hope you know how that feels. I used to be the kind of person that would almost never ever leave my house. And I understand if there are people that can't leave the house for specific reasons. I get that. I had a auntie who basically could never leave the house due to some health issues. But if you can leave the house and get a little bit of sunlight on your skin, I do highly recommend it. It's really good for you. So, and I know that most of you are probably watching this in the evening or very early in the morning. But if you get the chance when you wake up, it's really nice to get some sun. Your body will thank you for it. Okay, so we're looking for a desert biome. We need to head in that direction. Oh, I've never seen a seal in the water before. That's really cool. And there's a dolphin too. Oh. That's an unlikely pairing, a dolphin and a seal. We're just about exploring uncharted territories here. Worst case scenario, if we don't find a desert, we'll have to just come back here and get some sand off these little sand banks in the water. Yeah, I want to say hi to the dolphin. Hello. It's so cute. And there's a flying fish as well. Hey, little dolphin. You dancing around me? Hi. I don't know what. I'm assuming they eat fish. I don't know. I have no idea what dolphins eat. I mean, fish would be a fair assumption, I think, but at the same time, maybe they just eat like corals and stuff. Maybe they're herbivores. I have no idea. Do we have any marine experts in the comments? any dreamers who are really good at, I have a friend, and this is kind of what I'm thinking as well. There might be other people like this in our community, but I have a friend who, he's an expert on birds. Ever since he was young, he's had birds. He's loved birds, and he studied animal sciences in university. And he works for a, I can't remember the name, specific name for the scientific field. I think it's like a biodiversification company, and they literally just try to. Why are there all these chickens here? What is going on? Is this like some kind of Easter egg? Look at all the chickens. What is happening? We really do have a mystical world. Look at all the chickens just floating in the ocean. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, so he works for a biodiversification firm, and their job is to basically rejuvenate areas that are maybe they're endangered, there's species there that are endangered, or they have the soil and stuff is kind of just whatever it might be. I think that their job is to just make sure that the ecosystems are all kind of functioning properly. And I think that's a beautiful thing because we do have a lot of obviously sterilization and stuff in nature at the moment with all these big companies that come in and they buy plots of land, and even though they might be developing infrastructure for us and stuff, which is nice, I do believe that we should try to keep nature as sacred as we can. So yeah, we are still looking for a. What is that? My God, maybe we should have saved this trip for another episode. There's chickens everywhere. There's boats. There's a big random sphere in the middle of the ocean over there. What is going on? This is insane. We haven't even gone that far. These chickens, they're so funny. Oh no. Oh, there's a lot of coral over here. Kelp. We can't turn kelp into green dye, can we? No. The other reason why I'd love to find a desert is because we can get some cactuses, or cacti. And we can actually melt cacti, and I only know this because somebody's commented in our one of our last episodes. Sunken City. Okay, this is really cool. Oh, what are these? These sea lanterns, they might look really nice. They might, this actually might be perfect because these might look really nice. Can we collect them? We can only collect the crystals. Prismarine, so sea lantern. Oh, we need a bunch of stuff. How do we make the shards? Ice. No. We get the shard. Can we turn these into shards? Somehow? No. Well, too much of a hassle. I don't want to get rid of them then. Might as well keep them as they are. Those are the pillars there. Stand for. Yeah, so one of our lovely dreamers, actually I think a few of our lovely dreamers commented that we can smelt cacti to make green dye, which is awesome. Still haven't found a desert biome. I had a feeling we'd get a bit unlucky. My instincts tend to be wrong more often than not, unfortunately. Most people have good instincts. I do not. These chickens are just... I can't get over it. Oh, there's some really cool looking, what is that? Oh, this is like a mushroom biome. These are mushroom trees. The watercolor is like, oh, it's like a light blue here. I wonder why that is. Is there something on the bottom of the water? Seem like it. Interesting. Well, I don't think we're finding a desert anytime soon. Maybe let's just head left and hope that we can find some, look at that. Look at all those fish. We'll need to come and find more fish as well in the future for our aquarium, or our lake. Look at all the different tropical fish around here. It's good to know that this is where they are. I feel like this was kind of meant to be that we took this trip, because I was kind of worried that we weren't going to have fish for our aquarium area, and now I just realized that we have heaps around here. There's a villager boat over there. Oh, that's a very big boat. Wow, really cool. There's a bit of sand over there. I mean, we might be able to get some sand off the sand banks. You can hear the chickens as we row past them. I'll need to figure out why there's so many chickens here. I think it's an Easter egg. Maybe it's a sign because we've been talking about adopting a chicken. Maybe the Minecraft spirits have been listening in. They've been kind of just like giving us signs to adopt a chicken. Come on, there's got to be a desert somewhere, surely. How have we not found a desert yet? Are we just that unlucky? Alright, there's a lot of sand here. I think we'll just spend a bit of time excavating a bunch of the sand here. Start from the top. Yeah, there's quite a bit of sand here. Okay, this might be good. Normally I would take my time with this, but if I'm being honest, I am super desperate for sand at the moment. We don't have any sand and we're going to need heaps of it, so we're going to go crazy with it. And we're going to need 4 stacks of sand for 1 sandstone. For 1 stack of sandstone. So we'll need, I reckon, maybe 3 or 4 stacks of sandstone, which means we'll need 12 stacks of sand at the very minimum. That's what we're looking for. And just so I know roughly, so that's 1 stack ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, cool. We'll need an entire row and then 3 more. I cannot believe there's no sand biomes or desert biomes. We are so unlucky. What's the bet that as soon as I do this, we're going to be heading back home or something, and we're going to find a desert biome? I'm very unlucky with things like that. My mum always tells me that as well. Like, have you heard of Murphy's Law before? I heard about it from when I was watching Interstellar, one of my favorite movies. Actually, my favorite movie. So in Interstellar, they talk about Murphy's Law, which is basically a law of nature that kind of states if something can go wrong, it will go wrong. Like, you have to be prepared for everything that can go wrong for it to go wrong, no matter what it is. And so it always reminds me of that when I think about this, because I feel like whenever I'm doing something or I'm planning something, and let me know if you can relate to this, because I feel like you probably could. Whenever I'm doing something or planning something, it could be something really simple, like a beach trip, for example. And it seems very innocent, right? On the base of it, you're just going to go to the beach and have a good time. And this is why my mum and my family laugh at me. Whenever I have a trip or we have like a family vacation or something, I'm always the person who either gets injured or I get sick or like something happens to me. Always me. Nobody else in the family has that problem. Everyone's always chilling. Not so much sick anymore. I used to get sick when I was younger a lot. Had a weak immune system. Lately, it's been that I'm just physically getting hurt. So the last trip that we went on actually was about 2 years ago, and we just went to like the beach a few times and stuff. And every single time we went to the beach, I would either cut my foot on a rock, and mind you, everyone else is walking on the same rocks, and I'm the one who maybe I'm just a bit too clumsy, but I'm getting my foot cut, or something like that. So funniest one that my family says it's really funny. I didn't find it funny, but I mean, I'm too close to it. I do find it funny now. I think I was too close to it before. Is we were swimming from one sandbank to another in the middle of so there was kind of like an open area where the water comes in from the ocean into a lake and a river. And when it's low tide, you can swim across from the lake side to the river side. So there's two different areas, right? And you can swim across. It's kind of like, think of like a bridge, and the bridge has water under it, and you can swim across from the bottom of the bridge to the other side. Anyway, I remember why exactly. This is the funny part, right? But I can't remember why. My whole family wanted to swim across, and we all agreed to do it. And for some reason, and I can't remember why, but I told myself and I told them I was going to sit back for like another 15 minutes and then I was going to go after. Probably was just like enjoying a pie or something, or maybe having a drink. Anyway, what happens is my whole family swims across to the other side. It's not a big swim. I'd say it's about maybe 400 meters. And yeah, that's not too difficult. Most people can do that very easily. So they all swim across and they're waiting for me on the other side. And they have no problem swimming across. I start swimming, and I'm not even joking, about 100 meters of the way, so maybe like, I don't know, like 2 minutes into swimming, I run into a massive, massive school of jellyfish. What happens is every now and then, I think it only happens a few times in the summer where we were, there'll be a huge influx of jellyfish, like they migrate into the river and the lake, and it's all salt water. For some reason, they decided to migrate the second that I was swimming across. And so as I'm swimming across, I didn't have any goggles or anything. I was just kind of like breaststroking it. As I'm swimming across, I'm seeing these white things in the water, and there are people that are on top of the bridge screaming at me, and they're saying, "Egush, please be careful because there's jellyfish everywhere." And they were yelling at me like, you've got to go quick. But my instinct was telling me to go back. And I didn't do that. I decided to keep going. And I think I probably should have gone back in hindsight, but I wanted to be with my family and stuff, and I feel like it was just going to be a long time before those jellyfish, the great migration of the jellyfish would end. I decided to keep going. Anyway, make a long story short, I got to the other end, and I was stung like maybe 10 times by all these jellyfish on my arms and my legs and everything. And I just had to kind of pop it while swimming. And I was in excruciating pain for like maybe a whole day afterward. And that thing they tell you where you can pee on your jellyfish sting, it doesn't work. I don't know who came up with that, but I tried it. I'm not ashamed to say that I tried it because I was in a lot of pain and it didn't work. I think we have enough sand now. What do you think? Gotten quite a bit. Let's just make sure we get a little bit more. I think we have like more than enough to make a few stacks of sandstone. Let's just get a bit more because we want some glass as well. But yeah, so I'm always the person in the family, and usually in my friend groups as well, where if something happens, it's happening to me. Anything that can go wrong, it's happening to me. got to the pools a couple days ago and I almost always remember to pack my towel. Like I pretty much never forget it. Got to the pools the other day and I normally don't swim when it's too cold because it takes you forever to dry and you can get sick. I love swimming in the rain, but not when it's cold. So it was a cold, rainy day, which was the only day of the week. And I remember checking, it was the only day of the week that was cold and rainy. And I went for a swim and lo and behold, I forgot my towel. So I was literally just freezing the whole way home. And look, I don't really want pity or sympathy here. I'm not big on that. I just like sharing things with you guys, but I'm just trying to say like if there are some of you out there who feel like whenever something goes wrong, it always happens to you, believe me, I know how you feel. That was the purpose of me saying all this. I just want you to understand that I've been there and I know how it feels. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. Got a little bit carried away with all the sand, but I think we have enough now. We have plenty. There's even a village over here. Let's go and check it out. Yeah, we've got heaps of sand now. Let's chuck it all in the backpack. And let's head to the village real quick. I'm hoping that at the village there's a waystone and we can just literally waystone back home. Because as much as I love exploring and, you know, heading back home would be fun. The black sheep here reminds me of Dreamy. Yeah, so as much as I enjoy exploring and stuff, I really, really want to continue building underneath and decorating our aquarium, so I'm hoping for a waystone. Most of the villages we found have had a waystone, so I think that we have good odds here. Hello, Susan. Is it Suzanne? It's two N's. And they've got a little cat. Oh, I've never seen a cat like that before. Oh. Normally they're white, yellow and white, or they're kind of like grey and blue, or grey and white. I think the blue comes from the eyes. Is there a waystone here? Excuse me? Hello, what's your Charlie? Charlie, is there a waystone here, Charlie? No? Oh, the farmer just leveled up. Your name? Mazel. Hello, Mazel. You got some crazy trades. 20 wheat for 1 emerald. Maybe we got a bit unlucky with this village. Don't see any waystones. Let's keep looking around. Never. It's nice that there's pigs and stuff roaming around as well. Very natural. Dewey, hello Dewey. Yeah, no, I'm not sure that there's a waystone here. Can I speak to you, Damien? No. He doesn't want to talk. He's got a job to do. Well, let's look around. Just one last look and see if we can find a waystone. Okay. What's this? Looks interesting. Normally these will have like a chest in them. Yep, there it is. Very nice. And I mean, we might as well get the chest as well. Anything else in here? Like it. What about down the bottom? No. Can we make a waystone? Waystone. Oh, we need a warp stone. Oh, we can actually make this though. I mean, we can't make it now, so it doesn't really help, but that's interesting that you can actually craft the waystone. I like it. A lot of valuables here. It's good. Yeah, so no waystone. That's okay. Far are we? We are very far from the house. It's over here. Should we walk it? I think it might be best to just go with the boat. it might be easy for us to just make a boat. So maybe we'll head towards the shore and just make a new boat. I think the other one is, I don't even know where it's, oh, it's over there. It's over there. It might be easier for us to just cut across this way. And I'm hoping that even while we're on the way back, we find a waystone. We honestly might. Because waystones are kind of just randomly scattered across the world. That's Mazel, yep. So please keep your eye out for waystones. I might need your help. If you see one, let me know. Let's just cross the riverbank here. Bunch of clay. See how it's kind of sticks out to me now because we went clay farming that one time. Another really cool thing about life, or just in general when you're playing video games and stuff like that, you realize that our minds are actually really good at pattern recognition. Once we recognize what we're looking for, it's pretty easy to spot those patterns, you know? And I think it just comes with a bit of experience and time that you realize that. What is that? Is there just a random head on a pile of sticks? Oh no. Looks like some kind of sacrificial area. We're just gonna avoid that. As peaceful as our world is, sometimes we come across some weird things. Yeah, so our minds are really good at pattern recognition, if I'm being honest. It's just takes a bit of time. And you realize, is that a warpstone? Easter egg decoration block. Oh, that's pretty cool. Why not? We're not too far from Easter, so it might be nice to collect some of those. What's in here? Can't say no to emeralds. I normally don't like taking things from, what is this place? Kinda cozy. I need that. Whoops. I was not meant to fall and take damage there. Go to the top of this tower and see if there's anything up there. I'm hoping for a waystone. But knowing my luck, chest and crossbows. Something that we really need. Gosh, we're going pretty fast down here, aren't we? Sorry. We have wood? We do. We do. We can make a chest. Sorry, we can make a boat. Start sailing back towards our lovely area. And yeah, so before I never really realized what clay looked like, and I was looking for bricks. The goal was to make our cozy brick house, right? And this was maybe, I don't know, 6 episodes ago or something. And I had no clue where to find clay. Like I had found it before a few times, but I had no idea that it was found like in the water, especially in shallow areas. Once again, our lovely community of dreamers. All of you helped me with that, so thank you very much. And now when I'm going around the sandbanks and stuff, if I want to find clay or if I'm looking for it, I know exactly what it looks like. Oops. We just banged into a flying fish there. All these cool floating islands around here. Surprised we haven't found another waystone. Normally, like, they're not uncommon, you know? Is there one in here? What is this? Gosh, I'm a little bit too curious to not check this out. When in Rome. This place. Looks like a crazy underground castle looking area. I don't want to go down there. Spawner in here, I think it looks like. Zombie spawner. I think we should put the lantern in our offhand just because we're exploring right now. This is kind of cool. If we can find any cool materials in here, might be nice. We're definitely underwater here. There's a few more spawners around. Some bone meal, some bones, and a diamond. Looting 3, that's actually really handy. I mean, I think we already have looting 3 on our sword, but cool. I guess this is just kind of like an area to clear, you know? And I'm sure I'll have lots more experiences with this in the future. Especially if I do start a well. Oh, there's a trader here somewhere. Excuse me, where are you? Are you underneath? I'm assuming you're on. Actually, I'm assuming you're on top. But just in case, let's see if you're down here. Are you down here somewhere? I think we're very close to the trader now. Not sure where you are. Okay, we're gonna split this into two. Go down in one side and up in the other. Here we are. The reason why I'm very excited to talk to the trader is because we are looking for there we go. We are looking for Luck of the Sea enchantment. Some of the traders give you Luck of the Sea 5 if you I'm meant to go up here. Yes, if you have a fishing rod with the Luck of the Sea 3 book, which we do. Not sure where this trader is. I think we're not going to be able. I'm going to assume they're up. Another staircase. Yeah, so randomly when I speak to some traders, they'll have like a Luck of the Sea 3 with a fishing rod trade, and you get Luck of the Sea 5 on that fishing rod. And that's why I always keep a fishing rod and Luck of the Sea 3 on us, because we do love fishing, and I think that's a really good trade to have. I'm trying to find this trader and I just can't seem to. It might actually just be up top. No way to go back up. Here we go. No, they seem to be down, so in this direction. And then down, maybe over here somewhere. There they are. Hello, Jess. Have you got the fishing rod enchantment? No, you've got fortune 4 and efficiency 6. Bucket of pufferfish. Oh, sponge. Do we have 8 emeralds? Yes, we always bring emeralds with us. I might need another sponge. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Get 2 sponges. We've got a second one somewhere. I just don't. I don't remember where we put it, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that's okay. Give me those emeralds back, please, Mazel. I appreciate your business. Thank you very much. Alright, let's make our way back up to the top now. I think it's just from here. And let's keep heading back home. Our shovel has taken a bit of damage, which is fair. We did a lot of excavating in the sand there. So we'll need to make sure that we fix our shovel up. We have a long journey back home. I just wish it would kind of stop raining at the moment. I want to enjoy all of these mountains and stuff, but we just have rain all the time. That might be kelp over there. I do love the rain, don't get me wrong, and I'm sure a lot of you appreciate that it's raining very often. Sometimes I just want to enjoy the night. Sue me. Regardless, I'm just happy to be here with you. Oh, look at that. There's a floating spirit. What are those things called again? I can't remember. Ooh. The watercolor here. Pink. Sunken ship over there. Pretty cool. I know you've probably had a long day today. Towards the end of the year and the start of the year, which is right now, basically, it's always busy periods. You know, you've got the start of the year means that people are either starting up with school or work, or, you know, you've come back from your vacation and you're whatever it is that's happening. I know how stressful your days have been. I've been there. In fact, my days have been stressful too, and I just want you to know that we're going to get through it together, okay? And I want you to understand that no matter what happens throughout our days, not only are we going to be stronger for it, but at the same time, there's something beautiful about it because we're having that shared experience of going through it together. I just want you to know, firstly, how proud I am of you. And I know you don't hear that enough, and I don't say it enough, but I will be saying it more often, I promise. I'm very proud of you getting through the day. We're getting through the month even, you know, we're at the start of Feb now, but just getting through January is a big, big achievement in itself because it's probably the busiest, one of the busiest months of the year. A lot of people are renewing subscriptions, they're doing things, there's a lot to get done. I feel like January is very busy. Could even just be that, you know, you've got time off work and you've got a lot happening. That's completely fair too. But yeah, I'm very proud of you, and I'm always going to be here for you to help to make those days seem a little bit easier. And just remember that you can always come and spend some time with me here and escape into our lovely world together. I have no doubt that in the future there will be different and better ways for us to celebrate achievements and stuff like that together. What on earth was that? Hang on a second. What are these? Sharks? Oh, it is. Grilled shark. Okay, it seems like they're friendly at least, which is nice. I just saw that on the corner of my eye and I was like, what is that? These random campfires as well in the, what is this place? Looks kind of interesting. I don't have my helmet with me, do I? I do, I think. I'm very interested in what this place is. No, you know what? Let's not get sidetracked. We do this a lot. At least we know that it's here in the future. It's not too far from us either, actually. We've gone a bit too far. Our house is over there. Where am I going? As I was saying, yeah, I will always be here for you, and I have no doubt that in the future, as I get to spend more time with you and doing what I love, which is making these episodes and spending time, you know, within our community, as I have the privilege of doing that more frequently, which I'm starting to now, I have no doubt that we'll get closer and we'll be able to share more with each other and also just make decisions together especially when it comes to me maybe playing a different game or whatever it might be. I want to involve you in that. I want to share, I just like sharing things about myself with you. So I just want to thank you so much for being here. And I really appreciate the people that can get through these long days and still have a positive attitude. It's so important and it's so commendable. At the end of the day, I know that sometimes the job just has to get done and we just have to push through. Beautiful, the rain's finally cleared up. But please understand that it's always okay to take a break from things and don't let anybody treat you poorly for whatever reason. You deserve much better. These trees have all grown now, I just realized. These yellow trees that we planted. Okay, we're gonna park this boat somewhere, hopefully, where it won't get taken over by the turtles. I just think that they're gonna take over it regardless of where it is. We're just gonna have to put it here, I think. Let's go up to our sunset overlook and enjoy the sunrise. This looks like the sun's about to come up. Kind of perfect timing, isn't it? As we've come back home. So beautiful. I love it. As the sun rises over our cozy world, just want you to remember that it's a brand new day. All of the stress and the worries from the previous days, from the previous weeks and months, they kind of just fade away as we start a brand new day together. And it's important to find joy and love in the small things. Like I went to the shops this morning after going for my swim, and there was a person working at the self checkout area, and I just kind of said hello as I was scanning my items, getting my groceries. And not a lot of people will do that. They'll go and they won't say hi, you know. But sometimes, it means a lot, even if you're just working somewhere, for someone to just be nice to you, especially if you're working in like a grocery store or a customer service role, which I've worked in the past quite a few times. So please be kind to each other. It's really important. It's really, really important. There's a universal, I feel like there's a universal balance with kindness where if you're kind to other people, it just spreads and comes back to you. Now we're going to head back into our aquarium, all this lovely new sand that we've got. How are the animals doing? Looks like they're having a time, good time, vibing. So we have heaps of sand, which is lovely. And I can't believe how nice this place is starting to look. I love it so much. I need to get rid of this layer of dirt here. 100%. I think there's water here, which kind of sucks because I wanted to make this a bit taller. But that's okay. We can turn the top into glass. We will need to smelt a lot of the sand that we have. But we will also need to turn a lot of it into sandstone. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to make like I want to make 4 stacks of sandstone for now. There we go. Is that 4 or 3? 1, that's 3. 3 is enough. 3 is enough. And I think a lot of this other sand here will need to smelt. So what we'll do as well is we'll just quickly go back to our forge room, and it gives us an excuse to enjoy the beautiful sunlight as well. We should keep a bit of the sand with us. In fact, it might be wise for us to start filling some sand in around here. Sorry, this is where the Like this is where the other part of the aquarium is going to come up through anyway, so we might need to just make sure there's enough sand around here. There we go. Got a bit more sand on us still. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. I want to enjoy this lovely day with you, and as we head back into the forge room, we're just going to put a lot of this sand to smelt. I unironically don't think that it's an understatement to say we'll need 5 stacks of glass. Like, we're going to need so much. And with different colors as well. I think we can dye the glass, which is always nice. I just want to see if it's 1-to-1 with the dye. Like if one dye makes one glass. Ah, cool. Okay, you can make 8 with one. That's really cool. We can do cyan, we can do light blue, maybe a bit of green. Fortunately, we haven't found any cacti yet because we haven't been to the desert. So we'll have to patiently wait for that, but that's okay. Let's start smelting some sand. 3, 4, 5, 6, and just to be sure, let's make 7. So 7 stacks of glass. And we'll keep all the sand in here, I think, from now on. And also, we have a lot of stuff in here to sort. We might as well do that now while we're in our kind of farm area. So what have we got here? We've got wood, diorite, cobble, brick. A lot of this is kind of miscellaneous, which will go in here and in the loot stack. There we go. I've got rid of quite a few. There we go. Enchanted book, dirt, golden apples and stuff. So a lot of that will just go downstairs, really. Golden nuggets. Golden Klumpen. Gold Caroten. And then we're going to put the diamonds in here. We've got some cobble and stuff like that. Pink and purple Easter egg. I guess we'll keep that in there for now. The enchanted book, of course, goes in here. We have so many of them now. It's really cool. We've got a collection of books. I think we have to one day, in one of our next episodes, maybe a bit down the track, build a library. We'll have to build like a nice, cozy, maybe a forest library in with all the trees. What do you think? I think that's a great idea. When I asked when I asked what our next project would be, a lot of people were screaming aquarium, stable, barn, farm, all these kind of things. Not a lot of readers among us, it seems. I love reading though. So if you do love reading, I'm right there with you. And if you think a library would be a good idea, then that's something we'll do. Maybe a nice big library stretching up like that for all of our books and stuff. But again, we're kind of just dreaming right now. That's something for the future. A lot of these blocks can go downstairs, or even in here, to be honest. Just some spare building blocks. Bone meal. Got some silver nuggets, which can go in here. I think those are iron. Yep. We've got some flowers. If we're going to make the stained glass, we should really get some colors for that. So let's make some more light blue dye, which is pretty simple. You just need white, blue. So blue and white. There we go. And we can probably make a lot of light blue. I really like light blue. Cyan's very nice too. We get some cyan. Let's get some light blue, maybe 5 of each. Should be 5 times 8 is, what's that, 40? So 40 stained glass each. It's pretty solid. And then what other colors might look nice? I'm just thinking. Yellow would be very hard to pull off, but if we keep it with the sandstone, I think we could do it. See, green would look perfect, but unfortunately, we haven't found any cacti yet. See, look, for green dye, oh, it doesn't actually show you here, but if you go cactus, cactus batch, no, we can't make it either, which kind of sucks. That's okay, it is what it is. Oh, one other thing we need to do is make a sign for the aquarium, don't we? We need to grab like a nice oak sign with a glowing sack. And I think I like doing the signs with cyan. So just put that there with that. Put that in the backpack for now, just up here. Dyes we're going to put back in there. Yeah, so I think that's good. I mean, that should be enough dye, but never know. We'll see how we feel. Oh, I love the way the water's shining down. The sun's shining down on the water. Almost like it's highlighting Kate Manda there. Really cool. So let's head up. We've got a spare chest and some bone meal, which will go in the farm. Bone meal at least. The spare chest we'll probably take with us to the aquarium. I feel like the sun's about to set, which is lovely. Oh, hello, Wilbur. Are you coming to say hi to me? Oh, Dreamy really wants to say hi. Dreamy's trying to say hi to you. Hey, Dreamy. Hey, how are you? Dreamy's been very friendly today. She was the first one to spot us before. And now she's coming and saying hi to us as we walk past. So the aquarium sign. It'd be cool to make like a sandstone pillar from one of the, maybe just here, going up, and then we can put the sign on that. And I want to kind of hang it. That'd be cool if that's possible. But we'll leave it for now. So this chest here, we can use it for dyes and stuff. So I think we'll just leave it here for a sec. Put the dyes in there. And the sign. There we go. And now we've got all this sandstone to play with, which is really cool. I think we're going to need a whole stack of the bricks to do the pillars and stuff, especially around here. So we'll keep a stack of the bricks. These walls I kind of wanted to make glass still, because that still goes straight into the water. See that? So the top of those walls will still be glass, even the bottom. The left side as well. But we can still do pillars off of it. So like this could be a pillar here for sure. Oops. Break that one there. And we'll need to do another pillar, probably just on the other side of it, honestly. Right here. Yep, and the water's going to start coming down. Of course. Maybe in the middle of the pillar we can do glass there. Just leave it like this for now so I remember. Otherwise I'll forget. And we'll need to do another pillar, maybe here. Cool. That'll be glass. Now with the glass pillars, I mean, it's fine. At the same time, we want to kind of do it so that there's... Oh, this could actually be tile. Yeah, with the glass pillars, they'll be fine, but we still want to make sure that they have a base of like sandstone, whatever it might be. Something like this. And then we can put the glass from there. Once again, just so I don't forget, let's just do dirt there. So there and there needs to be glass. And then on this side here, any other pillars? Just trying to see. No, not really. Okay. Oh, pillar here, I guess. Definitely a pillar here, actually. Here. And maybe one final pillar can go here. figure that out later. We'll probably put some glass here. I think this goes to the water, doesn't it? Yep, it does. Oops. That was a mistake. Hang on. Get up there, I think. There. There might be even better, actually. Yeah, and then, on this side as well. Cool. We can kind of open this up here. Yeah, this one. Oh wow, I think I've completely lost track of time. And I just forgot about things. I do have things to do. I wish I could say here. I do have things I need to do today as well. Some tasks and responsibilities. I actually have to work soon. But at the same time, I kind of just want to keep playing. Kind of sucks. Really cool. I don't know if we're going to have pillars in here. I mean, this is going to be the axolotl pond. This is just going to be a really cool bridge glass viewing area. Trying to really come along though. I like it a lot. We can do pillars on the sides here. 100% we can. In fact, if it doesn't go into the water, it does over there. Interesting. Gosh, I mean, we could just keep... See how the water just goes all the way down and stops there? That actually looks really cool. We do the same thing here. No, we can't. Maybe we could. Hang on. If we get rid of this one first. And then get rid of this one. Yeah, it worked. Okay. And then get rid of this one. The water kind of just goes and stops there. And I love that. Because we did slabs. Amazing. We can leave that as it is, I guess. See if we can do the same thing on this side. That sand is a little bit. But we'll need to get rid of that, and then I think it'll work. So here we go. Cool. Yeah, I like it. See if we can do one on this side too. I don't know where I'm going with this right now. I'm just kind of playing around with the water physics because I'm still new to it. But I think that's really awesome. Just giving us a little preview of what it's going to look like to have the water all around us. Really cool stuff. I do think this corner we can pretty much break all the way out, can we? No, not quite, but just about. Let's just plug that hole for a second. And this one as well, because it's for some reason it's done the same thing on the other side. And then open it up again. And this one too. There we are. We'll need to do the same thing on this side. Can leave these as they are now. Cool. I'm happy with that. Good thing we've got all this spare sandstone now. Sand and sandstone we'll probably put in here. Alrighty, let's head back to the farm. Put the bone meal and bones away. And oh, hello. Wow, you are beautiful, aren't you? Your lovely colors. Red, yellow, brown. You are gorgeous, my friend. Yeah, we're going to go back to the farm. We're going to put the bone meal and the tulip back. We found a red tulip. I know somebody loves orange tulips. I know one of our dreamers talks about orange tulips, but we've got a red one. I think red ones are more common. We had a very cozy episode today. I was very happy with how much we got done. I think all the bone meal we should put somewhere else. It's all in here at the moment. I think we'll put it at the actual lake farm area. And one of these chests would be fine. Maybe the main chest over here. Yep. Yeah, we got a lot done. this episode. The aquarium's starting to come together. I did predict it would take us a few episodes, but I mean, that's kind of the best thing about it because not only do I look forward to it, and I hope you do as well, looking forward to building it, but at the same time, it's all those little details that really matter when you build something like this. See if we can see from the outside. Yeah. So I just want to thank you so much for joining me this evening, or today, if you're here during the day. I hope you have a lovely evening and a very cozy rest. And I will see you in the next episode where we will be continuing the aquarium, building the aquarium. Dream on, my friend.